Joining this circle of prayer brings a sense of belonging that words can hardly describe. And I feel so much peace knowing we are gathering our hearts together in this way. Before we lift our voices to the Father, I invite you to become a lasting part of our family here at Miracle Prayer Studio by subscribing, so we can continue to seek His presence and celebrate His grace together every single day. Easter changes everything about the way we view our scars and the way we understand the quiet spaces of our lives. We often look at our past mistakes or the heavy pains we carry as marks of defeat. But when we look at the risen King, we see that His scars are now symbols of ultimate victory and unending love. This season asks us to believe that even the hardest, coldest stones in our lives can be rolled away by a love that refuses to let us go, even when we feel forgotten. Our humanity is fragile and our faith sometimes wavers in the quiet moments when the world feels too loud, yet we are reminded that we are never alone in our seeking or our hoping. Each breath we take can become a small, whispered song of praise if we simply allow our hearts to recognize the one who is standing right beside us in the garden of our daily lives. Living as people of the resurrection means seeing hope where others see an end, and finding a reason to smile because the story does not end in the dark. We are walking this path together, learning how to let the joy of the empty tomb settle deep within our bones, turning our mourning into a dance that never truly has to stop. In the words of Psalm 47:6, we are invited to a state of pure, unbridled adoration as it tells us, sing praises to God, sing praises to our King, sing praises. And this rhythmic repetition feels like the very heartbeat of a soul coming home. This verse is not just a request for melody or a formal instruction for a choir, but a gentle centering of our entire being on the majesty of the one who has triumphed over every shadow and every fear. My King, as I lean into the truth of these words this morning, I feel my spirit beginning to lift, letting go of the heavy weights of yesterday to focus entirely on your radiant beauty and your gentle authority. We enter this communion not because we have everything figured out or because our lives are perfect, but because you are holy, and your great love has made a beautiful way for us to stand in your presence with confidence and peace. Singing praises to you is how we remind our souls that you are bigger than our problems and closer than our breath. And today I choose to let that praise be the foundation of everything I think and do. Jesus, my heart is wide open before you now, and I want to stay in this moment of quiet wonder for as long as I can. You are the King who wears a crown of life, the one who stepped out of the grave to show us that love is the strongest force in all of creation. I feel the warmth of your presence wrapping around me like a soft cloak, quieting the noise of the world and helping me to focus only on your goodness. When I think about the miracle of this season, I am humbled by the thought that you did it all for us, transforming the cross from a sign of pain into a bridge of grace. My soul reaches out to touch the hem of your garment, seeking only to be near you and to learn the rhythm of your heart. Please help me to set aside any distractions or lingering worries that try to pull my attention away from your face, so that I can worship you with a spirit that is fully present and deeply sincere. You are the beginning and the end, the light that no darkness can ever put out. And I am so grateful to call you my King and my friend. Father in heaven, I place every hour of this day into your care with a heart that is ready to be led by your hand through every high and every low. Every detail of my life today, from the small conversations I will have to the big decisions I must make, belongs entirely to you. I surrender my need to control the outcome of my efforts and instead choose to trust in your perfect provision and your timing. My soul finds a deep, settling rest in the knowledge that you have already gone before me, clearing the path and preparing my heart for whatever challenges or blessings may come my way. I offer you my hands to do your work with kindness, my lips to speak words of encouragement, and my mind to reflect your peace in every situation I encounter. Please take my plans and my to-do lists and breathe your life into them so that everything I accomplish today brings a little more of your light into the world. I want to walk through this day with a sense of ease, knowing that I am not carrying the world on my shoulders because you are the one who sustains everything. My dear Lord, my heart overflows with a quiet and steady thankfulness for the gift of this new life that breathes within me during this holy time. I am so grateful for the way your mercy met me when I was wandering and lost, pulling me into the light of your grace without a single moment of hesitation. Please forgive the times when my focus shifted away from your glory, and I became consumed by my own small fears or my selfish desires. I am sorry for the moments I allowed my heart to be troubled by things that you have already conquered, acting as if I were still a prisoner to the things of the past. Wash away any lingering shadows of my doubts and help me to live fully in the freedom that your resurrection has provided for me and for everyone who calls upon your name. Thank you for the way you never give up on me, even when I am slow to listen or quick to complain, and for the way your love remains a constant anchor in the middle of the changing tides of life. I receive your forgiveness today, and I let it transform the way I see myself or the way I treat those around me. My King, I ask for a fresh outpouring of your joy to fill the corners of my home and the hearts of those I love the most. Let this be a day where we notice the small miracles, the way the sun feels on our skin or the sound of laughter in a room, and let these things point us back to your goodness. I pray for the work of my hands today, that it would be more than just a task, but an offering of worship that serves others and honors you in every way. Grant me the patience to handle frustrations with a gentle spirit and the wisdom to know when to speak and when to simply listen with love. I ask for your protection to be a hedge around my family, keeping us safe in our coming and going and guarding our hearts from the influences of negativity or despair. Strengthen our bonds of affection and help us to be a reflection of the unity and peace that you desire for all your children. We need your guidance to navigate the complexities of our relationships, and we ask that you would be the center of every interaction we have today. Emily Dickinson once wrote that hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul, and today I feel that hope singing a new song within me because of your victory. I lift up my friends and my colleagues to you, asking that you would meet them exactly where they are in their own journeys of faith and life. For those who are feeling exhausted or burned out, I pray that you would provide a supernatural strength that carries them through their responsibilities with grace. For those who are stepping into new opportunities, I ask for a clear sense of your direction and a confidence that comes from knowing you are backing them up. May we all learn how to support one another better, moving beyond our own interests to see the needs of those standing right next to us. Let our communities be places where the resurrection is not just a story we tell, but a reality we live out through our generosity and our willingness to forgive. I ask that you would use me as a vessel of your peace today, helping me to bring a sense of calm to any room I enter. Jesus, I bring before you the heavy burdens of the world that often weigh on my heart when I see the news or hear of suffering in distant lands. I pray for the leaders of nations, that you would move their hearts toward justice and that they would seek the well-being of the vulnerable above their own power. Bring your comfort to those who are displaced from their homes and provide for the needs of those who do not know where their next meal will come from. I ask for your healing to touch the places broken by conflict and for your light to shine into the darkest situations where hope seems to have flickered out. We know that you are the Prince of Peace, and we ask for that peace to be more than just the absence of noise, but a deep reconciliation that restores what has been lost. Help us to be people who pray fervently for our neighbors, both near and far, believing that your hand is never too short to save and your ear is never too heavy to hear. We trust that even in the middle of chaos, you are working out your purposes for the good of those who love you. Father, I pray specifically for the children in our lives, that they would grow up with a sense of wonder and a deep knowledge of how much they are cherished by you. Protect their innocence and give them a courage that is rooted in the truth of your love, so they do not have to live in fear of the future. I ask that you would give parents and teachers a special measure of grace and endurance as they guide the next generation, filling them with words of life and hope. Let our homes be sanctuaries of faith where your name is spoken with reverence and where your presence is felt in the simplest of moments. We ask that the seeds of faith planted in their young hearts would grow into strong trees that provide shade and fruit for others in the years to come. May they never doubt that they belong to a King who rose from the dead to give them a future filled with promise and light. We entrust their dreams and their safety to you, knowing that you love them even more than we ever could. My Lord, I lift up those who are currently facing the mountain of physical illness or the long road of recovery from surgery or injury. You are the great physician, and I ask that your healing virtue would flow through their bodies, bringing restoration to every cell and every system that is out of balance. Please give them a peace that settles deep in their spirits, helping them to endure the frustration of pain or the boredom of confinement with a steady hope. I pray for the doctors and nurses who care for them, that you would give them sharp minds and compassionate hearts as they do their work. For those who are facing a difficult diagnosis today, I ask that you would be their anchor, holding them steady when the news feels like a storm that might pull them under. Let them feel your presence in the quiet of their hospital rooms or in the stillness of their homes, reminding them that you are the God who heals and the God who stays. We believe in your power to do the impossible, and we place our trust in your mercy for every person who is hurting right now. Father, I want to pray for those who are struggling with the invisible wounds of the mind and the heart, those who feel trapped by anxiety or weighed down by a sadness they cannot explain. In this season of resurrection, I ask that you would bring a newness of life to their thoughts and a light that breaks through the fog of their daily struggles. Help them to hear your voice above the whispers of condemnation or the shouts of worry that try to steal their peace. I ask that you would surround them with people who can offer true support and who can reflect your love back to them when they find it hard to love themselves. Give them the strength to take the next small step and let them know that even a tiny spark of faith is enough to keep them moving toward the light. We speak your peace over their minds and your comfort over their souls, asking that the joy of the risen King would become their strength in the middle of the battle. You are the one who restores the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds, and we rely on that promise today. My King, I ask for your blessing upon our daily work and the places where we spend our time and energy throughout the week. Whether we are in an office, a classroom, a hospital, or working from our own homes, let our presence be a source of encouragement and stability for those around us. Help us to work with a spirit of excellence and integrity, not just to be seen by others, but as a way of honoring the gifts and the opportunities you have given us. I pray for those who are currently unemployed or seeking a change in their career, that you would open the right doors and provide a sense of purpose and provision. Give them the favor they need in interviews and the clarity to know which path is truly meant for them. We trust that you are our provider, and we look to you to meet our needs according to your riches in glory. Let us never forget that our work is a way to serve you and to love our neighbors, and help us to do it all with a heart full of gratitude. Jesus, I pray for our spiritual leaders and for all who serve in the church, that they would be refreshed and renewed in this Easter season. The task of leading and caring for others can be heavy, and I ask that you would give them a double portion of your Spirit to sustain them. Protect their families and their private lives, and give them a deep well of inspiration as they share the message of the resurrection with the world. Let the joy of their own salvation be the fuel that keeps them going when they feel tired or discouraged by the challenges of ministry. We ask for a spirit of unity to prevail in our congregations, so that we can be a powerful witness to the world of what it looks like to live in the love of Christ. May our churches be places of radical hospitality where everyone feels welcome to come and see the goodness of the Lord. We thank you for those who have answered the call to serve, and we ask that you would bless them abundantly for their faithfulness to your kingdom. Father, I ask that you would help me to be more mindful of the needs of the poor and the marginalized in my own community. It is so easy to stay within my own comfortable circle, but I know that your heart is always beating for those who are overlooked or forgotten by society. Please open my eyes to the opportunities to give, whether it is my time, my resources, or simply a word of genuine kindness to someone who is struggling. Give me a heart that breaks for the things that break, yours, and the courage to act on that compassion in practical ways. I want my life to be a testament to the fact that the King of Kings came to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Help me to be a reflection of your generosity, trusting that as I give to others, you will continue to provide everything I need. Let my worship today be expressed not just in my words, but in the way I care for the least of these among us. My Lord, I lift up those who are grieving the loss of a loved one, especially during this season when we celebrate life so vividly. For some, the empty chair at the table is a painful reminder of what has been lost, and the joy of others can feel like a sharp contrast to their own sorrow. I ask that you would be the God of all comfort for them, holding them close in the middle of their tears and their questions. Remind them of the hope of the resurrection, the promise that death does not have the final word, and that there is a day coming when every tear will be wiped away. Give them the grace to grieve with hope and surround them with a community that knows how to sit with them in the silence without trying to fix what is broken. We thank you that because you live, those who sleep in you are also alive in your presence, and we look forward to the great reunion that awaits us. Until then, Let your peace be the steady ground beneath their feet. My King, I ask for your wisdom to flow into my mind as I navigate the complexities of this day. There are so many voices vying for my attention, and I need your help to discern what is true and what is truly important. Please quiet the noise of my own opinions and the pressures of the world around me so that I can hear the gentle whisper of your Spirit guiding me. When I am faced with difficult choices, give me a clarity that comes from above and a courage to follow the path of righteousness, even when it is the harder road. I don't want to rely on my own understanding, which is so limited, but I want to lean entirely on your infinite knowledge and your perfect love. Thank you for the promise that if we lack wisdom, we can ask you for it, and you will give it generously without finding fault. I am asking for that gift now, trusting that you will lead me in the way I should go for your name's sake. Father, I pray for a renewed sense of purpose to take root in my heart today. Sometimes the routine of daily life can make me feel like I am just going through the motions, but I know that you have created me for a reason, and that I have a part to play in your grand story. Please remind me that even the smallest act of faithfulness matters to you, and that I am called to be a light right where I am. Help me to see my life through the lens of eternity, understanding that my time on this earth is a precious gift to be used for your glory. I want to live with an intentionality that honors the sacrifice you made for me, making the most of every opportunity to share your love. Shake off any lethargy or apathy that has settled over my spirit and replace it with a vibrant passion for your kingdom and your ways. I am yours, and I want my life to count for something that lasts far beyond my own years. Jesus, I thank you for the beauty of your creation that points us toward your majesty every single day. As I look at the world around me, the new buds on the trees and the birds singing their morning songs, I am reminded that you are a God who delights in making things new. Thank you for the intricate design of the universe and for the way it reflects your power and your creativity. Help me to be a better steward of the earth you have entrusted to us, treating your handiwork with respect and care. Let the beauty of the natural world lead me into a deeper state of worship, as I realize that the same God who breathes life into the flowers is the same God who sustains my own soul. I stand in awe of your works, and I praise you for being the artist of all that is seen and unseen. You are worthy of all honor and glory, and I join my voice with all of creation to declare your greatness. My dear Lord, as I continue in this prayer, I am struck by the simplicity and the depth of your love for me. It is a love that doesn't ask me to prove myself or to earn my way into your favor, but a love that simply invites me to come as I am. I am so grateful that I don't have to carry the weight of my own salvation, because you have already finished the work on my behalf. Help me to rest in that truth today, letting it settle any restlessness in my heart and any feelings of inadequacy that try to haunt me. I am a child of the King, and that is more than enough for me to walk with my head held high. Thank you for the security of your embrace and for the way you welcome me back every time I wander away. I love you, Lord, and I am so glad to be yours. Greater than Father, I lift up the weary and the heavy-hearted across the world today, asking that the light of your empty tomb would penetrate the deepest shadows of their lives. For those who feel abandoned or forgotten, let your presence be a tangible comfort that speaks louder than their solitude. I pray for the children and the elderly, for the sick and the searching, that they might find a reason to smile because you have overcome the world. My King, as I step away from this quiet communion and into the rush of the day, I carry your peace like a hidden treasure within my soul. I realize now that my life is the canvas upon which you are painting a story of redemption and hope. May my actions reflect your grace, and my words echo the joy of your resurrection in every encounter I have. This conversation with you never truly ends, for you are as close as my next breath and as steady as the morning sun. I leave this moment of prayer with a heart full of gratitude, ready to witness the miracles you have prepared for me today. Thank you for being the risen Lord who leads me home. My heart rests in the knowledge that you are already working all things together for good, and I step out with a spirit of quiet confidence. Amen.